What's up, people? Welcome back to another video. This time I'm gonna go over all 8 Ancient Apostle 5-star weapons. So yeah, I finally got them all, and it definitely took a very long time of non-stop grinding. So yeah, and I said I would make a video once I get all 8 of them, and yep, here we go. So I'll be showing all of them, and then as well as at plus 99. But I won't be able to like plus 99 of them yet because I don't have shards. But I'll be able to show you guys what it looks like at plus 99 if you're ever interested to to use it for the for that AI specific weapon. So yeah, with that being said, let's do this. Okay, so I'll be going in order for all the Ancient Apostle weapons. I have them all at plus 50. Well, some of them at a little bit different levels, but if you want to see the original stats, what the base are, you have to go watch the video like when I got them. That's the only time I don't have them plus any levels. So first thing first is the bow itself from Xenons, which you can get from the Reaper once you reach 999, of course. All these weapons will be obtained once you get to level 999, so you won't be able to get them. For example, if you want to turn on a death game difficulty and get them to level 999 like that, you won't be able to get these weapons. You have to level one by one. So one level, one kill, all the way to 999, and then once you get the final weapon, the final level, you will get the weapon, and you will not get the weapons anymore from that that third chest ever. So once you get to 999, there's no more weapons for the AI. So the ultimate reward is the 5-star weapon, and you will get that once you reach there, and everything else will disappear, and that chest will essentially become like a randomized chest, so you can get all the SP stuff, items, whatever, or XT. So yeah, so the first thing, like I say, I want to talk about is the bow. The bow is definitely very good for Xenon. It has like all 4 stats, which is awesome. It's a great strength, vitality, dex, and agility. That's what we really need, is the agility. The passive, it's not too bad, but I don't think we ever really need it. So, but obviously the do or die is very, very good. And yeah, I'll definitely try it out for the AIs for sure, like all their weapons and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much Xenons Bow. Has really good attacks. This is kind of bow we kind of need it for ourselves. Maybe the final update we will get it. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Up next, I got Tisa's weapon. So this is a very, very good weapon. You can get that from the knight. So yeah, it has all 4 stats as usual. Strength, vitality, dex, and agility. Those are very, very high stats. And it has the passive Unrivaled and the combat skill God Road Warrior. So all I want to mention is the other thing. You cannot farm these items. Like, you only get it once. So it's not like you can farm for different sets, different stats. It's all gonna be the same stats and same passive, same combat. Up next, we got Alice. Now Alice's sword is very interesting. So we have the Rising Spirit and Bulwark. So yeah, that is a very good combat skill and a very good passive to have on the sword. As usual, all 4 stats, extremely high, like for everything. And Alice's sword is quite decent, but Cobalt lore is not easy to farm to get that. But yeah, other than that, as usual, like most of the swords in this game, that's for AIs. Once you get the 5-star, it's pretty much similar stats. They're really, really high, so there really isn't much to repeat. So I'm just gonna move on to the next one. Next, I got Silica Stacker. Now the Silica Stacker is very, very OP. This is probably the best DPS / debuffer dagger in the game currently. Even though it's not for us, but if you want to use Silica for DPS or debuffer, it's probably the best way, because like you get everything you need for a debuffer dagger. literally the highest special accuracy, and then the shadow hands plus, and wits end as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the debuffer dagger plus the DPS, and it has extremely high dex as well, accuracy as well. So like you don't really need to plus like maximum special accuracy, but I just plus enough accuracy until it caps out. That way I get the maximum amount of accuracy. Now the dex is really good for the dagger. It's probably the highest dex for the dagger. And yeah, this one you'll get from Gleam Eye. It is not easy to farm either. And once you max the bond, like you get 50% more. So there's no point having 100 special accuracy. I mean, if you're wondering, do you need 100 special accuracy? Not really, because the bond gives you 50% more. So you can just do the math. So whatever it is, you can do that 50% and then you'll cap out at 100 regardless. So you can't go any higher for the special accuracy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Silica Stacker. Next, I got Awesomest Rapier. Awesomest Rapier is definitely one of the best, if not the best rapier, we are gonna get, but we're just gonna wait out what 5-star rapier we're gonna get for ourselves. Hopefully there is one copy, but this rapier has extremely high dex, accuracy, and both of the really good passive, especially the Unfreezing Spirit. So yeah, you can hazard the enemy even faster without even having a Unfreezing Spirit on ever, because the weapon itself has it. And then the Unrival, you can use it. You can use her for DPS as well, not just debuffers. It's similar to Silica Stacker. So, and what's special about it? The special accuracy. 100 special accuracy on the rapier. That is the highest you can ever get for rapier. So you'll be able to slow down pretty much all the enemies in this game, no problem, easily, just like dagger. And this rapier has everything you need on the rapier. That's all you'll get it. And this one drops from the angel once you reach 999, and this definitely it is the best rapier, and it's definitely worth it to get if you want to set up your AI debuffer and stuff. Yeah, definitely worth it. Next, I got Ronier's sword. So Ronier's sword is actually very powerful. As usual, the 4 different stats, extremely high. Now what makes this sword very OP is the passive, the Seething Fury. So like when you're in Super R, you get 30% more crit, 30% more crit damage. So that's practically a very powerful sword. Now you're wondering, well, what is the whole point of that if you have 2 Tiger Resolve? But the thing is, this thing actually stack on top of the 2 Tiger Resolve, so you get even more crit damage. So making the sword very powerful. So if it's most likely this sword might be, the best sword out of all the other 5-star swords that the AI has. So there could be some other good ones, but I think this sword will hit much harder because of the passive. Now the combat is okay, sword dance plus, like not really needed, but what's more important is the passive. And this thing also has 100 special accuracy. You can actually do debuffer as well, but you got better choices like Asna and the Silica Stacker. So yeah, moving on to the next one. Up next, I got Lifa's sword. Lifa's sword is actually pretty decent. It's just the passive is okay. It's just 10% skill speed and then sword goddess plus. So it is an okay sword with passive and combat skill, but the stats are extremely high as usual, like the others, especially the attacks. Yeah, all these weapons have extremely high attack as well, so that's what makes them really powerful on top of the stats. So Lifa's sword, there isn't much to talk about. It's just another typical sword, just like the other. Super high stats, super high attacks, high accuracy. Yeah, other than that, the passives, okay. Combat speed, like combat skill, okay. So moving on to the final one. Last but not least, got the Liz 5-star weapon, the hammer. So this is a very good hammer. Obviously super high strength, vitality, and dex. Obviously accuracy, defense, and attack. So this is the best mace you can get for her in the game. You can even use her for DPS as well, but the passive is Abyssal Reflection. It gives 15% defense to attack, so that's basically a conversion. So you want as much defense as possible. So this mace is built for converting, and you'll definitely get a lot of DPS out of it for sure. Now Zen Fighter is actually included as well for combat skill. This is a very good combat skill, especially especially in ignore accuracy and stuff. You'll be using that a lot for a lot of different weapons. Especially when you're fighting the level 999 stuff. Like most of the time, dual wield is like manageable with builds that without using Zen Fighter, but pretty much everything else is Zen Fighter is the best way to go. I mean, if you want to maximize DPS. But yeah, otherwise this mace is definitely the best mace currently in the game for the AI. So, and as well as DPS. I mean, like all I mentioned, all these weapons you can use DPS as well. You don't have to use them just for buffs or anything. So yeah, like I say, I will probably show all these weapons gameplay if it's possible, and yeah. So I'm gonna move on to the level, well, the plus 99 stats. So there really isn't much for me to talk about in there, so I'm just gonna cut it to each one of them at plus 99 stats. So you guys can just take a look, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time.